All right. So what we're going to be doing here today is like data entry. And I do have a training session made, but I will just go ahead and talk you through it because it's not too hard. Have you done data entry before?
Yes, I do before.
Great.
Data entry and web research also.
Say again?
Yes. Data entry and web research also completed before.
Cool. So let's just start with checking in, and basically our agenda would be checking in how we're doing, and then we can kind of review the agenda. We'll redo the setup agenda. So we did our recording. We're gonna do a little setup agenda review. We'll do check-ins afterwards after this, and then we can overview of what the parallel governance is and why we're doing what we're doing. And then we can prep for the work session and do the training. So the main thing is really just training here. Yeah. And then we'll do our work session. So it should be pretty straightforward and easy.
Yes.
So we start with like check-ins. Does that all sound good to you?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we'll start with check-ins. So check-ins are usually pretty short and simple, just saying how you're doing, what's going on. So I'll start and just show you how to do it. So my name's Jay. I've been working for about 4 or 5 years on this particular project of the parallel government structures. And I have run for office before myself on low and no money campaigns. And we'll talk more about our goal of getting the money out of the elections. Today I'm a little tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but overall I'm doing okay. I was hoping we might have a couple more people on the call, but I'm glad that you're here, so that'll be just fine. And just one day at a time, we keep trudging away. So, and we might stop a little early. We'll just see, and then our next session is on Friday. So, yeah. Anyways, that's how I'm doing. How are you doing? And what was your name again?
Hello.
You get a check-in now, so you can check in how you're doing, your name, where you're from, that kind of stuff.
Yes. Hi, I am Abdul. Hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
I am Abdul.
And how are you? How are you doing? Where are you from? What are you into?
I am fine. I am from Bangladesh. I am an engineering student. I already completed my engineering degree this year, and I want to data entry job before, and this is my part-time job, and I am very interested in this. Now I am very free because I don't know any job attend, and I want to work with you.
Well, cool. Well, we'll
I
be doing.
already I already completed data entry job in Upwork.
Great.
That's all.
Looks like we might have Mohammed as well here. Please give him the Google Hangout link here. All right, well, we'll see if Abdul is able to get on. I mean, Mohammed. For training, yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. So we did the check-ins. We'll let Mohammed check in when he gets on. So generally speaking, as far as like what we're doing, like as you probably know, the United States as well as other places in the world are very money heavy on their governance and corporate systems running the people's government. So overall, we're a movement-based network. We're a nonprofit, and our goal is to support the people to take back their governments from the big money interests. Does that sort of make sense? Abdul? Abdul, are you still there?
Yes.
Yeah, so does that sort of make sense as far as why we're doing this?
Uh, I don't understand. Please reply this.
Yeah, we'll say it again. It's fine. So basically, what we're doing is we're building a parallel governance system that is taking the money out of the election. So instead of the election being based on money, we're creating an electoral system and representative system based on people.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's basically what we're doing, and we're going to be calculating the official governance elections into the perspective of the person who wins with the most number of votes with the least amount of money.
Yes.
So does that sort of make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, basically, in the United States, we're spending billions of dollars on elections.
Yes.
And all that money is coming from the wealthiest of the wealthy, and it's basically corrupting our governance system. So we're working on changing that. Cool. Do you have any questions about why we're doing what we're doing?
Yes. Why and what are
What's your
what
question?
we are doing is please
Say again?
tell yes, please tell the uh, instruction. Please give me the instruction about this. What we do
Oh,
after.
yeah. We're going to go through the training. We're going to go through the training in detail. You'll know exactly what to do. It's pretty simple. But
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure you understand why we're doing it. If you had any question about why we're doing it.
Now I have no question. After completing this training session, then
Cool.
we discuss.
Great. Okay. So that sounds good. So let's move forward in our agenda. Let me check on Let me check really quickly here on Mohammed. Yes, I'm following the link for training. Yes. Is Mohammed on? Did you get on at all? Mohammed, I think you're there. Can you hear us, Mohammed? Can't hear you. Try the group chat. Yes, I am. Okay, so you're here. That's excellent. All right. So can you hear me? And can you see my screen? Mohammed, can you hear me? And are you able to? Yeah, you can see my screen. Okay, good. All right. So just make sure you message in either Upwork or on Skype or something. If we're not able to do that. And our next step, just before we get into the training here, is our email lists and contact lists. We want to make sure we get everyone's Skype and emails and the such. So let's just do that on the chat window here, if you guys can see it. Let's make sure we. Oh, actually, I'll double check just to make sure we have it. So put it on the Upwork. I think it would be here. All right, so we have Mohammed. I don't think I spelled it right. We'll fix that though. Whoops. So the last thing we need to do here before we get into our session is just making sure we're all connected for future communications and scheduling. Oops. So we just want to make sure we have emails and Skype. So let me make sure we remind you of that. Abdul, I have your email and Skype, so that's good. So it's just Mohammed that we want to do that. So make sure you get me your email and Skype. Mine is hr.n and Skype ID is. All right. Cool. So I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to get into the training now.
Yes.
And just just follow along. And you're going to need to get into some of these documents. And the way you do that is through the link. I can also just send you this link for our meeting minutes. I'll put it in the chat window here to make sure you guys have that as well. All right, so basically there's the main goal of what we're doing. We'll just take a look at it real quick. Is we're doing data entry. So this is our spreadsheet. Everything's done in this one spreadsheet. And each of these numbers over here under the districts is the number of the actual election, and then each line is the individual candidate. So there are going to be many hundreds of candidates, and there's 80 elections. So far we've gone through 12 of them, and we have 80 total. In other words, there's a lot of work to do, and we're going to need help. And it's also very, very detailed work. We have to get the exact vote count for how many votes each candidate got. We need to get the exact amount of money they spent on their election. Currently, we only really have internal money, and we don't have outside and in-kind money as well. So So let's just start going through it. So I'm just gonna show you guys an example here, and we are going to do the 13th the 13th Assembly District. Eventually we'll do this for Congress. We'll also do it globally for the whole governance system. But right now we're doing the Assembly because it's a little smaller. It's only got 80 seats as opposed to the United States Congress has 535 seats. So 80 compared to 500 is a lot easier. So if I just sent you this document, it has the link to the spreadsheet at the bottom. There's also another training tutorial if you need to catch up on your own. But right now I'm going to give you the full tutorial live right now. So for the 2016 vote, this is the basic vote count right here. So you're going to click on this one. And then we have the district numbers right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, right? We're going to go down to 13 because that's the number we're on right now. So here's number 13. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 candidates, and we're just going to do one at a time. So the first one is going to be Suzanne. And so we click over here, we write down Suzanne. If you look here, it has a star by her name. The star means she's an incumbent. Incumbents mean votes. So right here under the type of candidate, she's going to be an incumbent candidate. Next is her party. Her political party is DEM, D-E-M, that stands for Democrat. So you either have Democrat, Republican, or whatever else. Then it's the number of votes. You can see right here the number of votes is 36,877. So I copy in the number of votes. And that's pretty much it as far as what you can get on this particular document. So I'm going to go ahead and get the next person and put their name down. They are also a Democrat, and they got 10,000 votes. And because they're on the ballot, they're an official candidate. Then we have Kevin. Kevin's a Republican and an official candidate. Republican, this is 13, 13, 13. And Kevin got 13,304 votes. And last but not least, we have Jacob. And Jacob is a Republican official candidate and got 7,885 votes. Cool. So does everyone understand the first part of just getting the names and the votes of the candidates? Cool. And Abdul, are you following along? Are you getting it so far?
Yes, yes, yes. I see this.
So far, it's pretty simple.
Yes.
Everything's pretty simple. You're just copying the data into the spreadsheet.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we're done with this one for this, and we're going to be doing individual. Like I'm going to assign you to an election, so you're going to do the whole election for each one. Okay, so the next part, you come here to the link over here, and we're going to do the money now. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated.
Yes.
What we do the money for is we do Voter Edge. So voteredge.org has all of the money data that we want for now. You would just go to the main website here for Voter Edge, and you're going to come down here to the search box, and you would search for California. This is Assembly District 13 because we're doing 13, and here is California State Assembly District 13. And this is where we get our money. The way you get the money is like, so let's start with Jacob. So you click on Jacob. Wait, no, you don't click on Jacob. Go back. Okay, so it's by column. So you can see here Jacob got 7,000 votes. Because they have no information here, it means they didn't spend money. So we just have their email. So we're going to copy their email. And then we're going to paste their email in. So that's going to go right here under Jacob. And And then since they didn't spend any official money, we're going to put 0 because there's no money in there. Typically, there's always about $1,000 of in-kind contribution to just get on the ballot. So we typically note that down. Find out exactly how much money. So that's where it starts getting a little complicated. So for this, we have, we're going to just copy and paste these calculations here, and it just says $1,000 for the total. Okay, next. Next one is Kevin. So you go down to Kevin. It has who funds this candidate, and that's what we want. So you click on who funds the candidate, contributions to the candidate. They raised $7,700. We're going to put that number right here under Kevin. And then we just have the total here. So that's Kevin. And then we can also see how big the contributions were. And here they had 100% coming from large contributions, so therefore they had 0% small contributions. So under the percentage of small contributions, we're going to put 0%. All right, and then we want to see their candidate contact information, and they don't have an email, so we're not going to worry about it. All right, so then we're going to do K. Jeffrey. They do not have any funding, so that means they did not raise their own. They did not raise outside money. So under money, we're going to put 0, and we're going to put $1,000 because they probably spent at least $1,000. And we're going to put their email over here. We're going to have to email and contact them about the details. And last but not least, we have Suzanne. She's the incumbent. We see how much money she funded. She raised $500,000. So under internal money, we're going to put $500,000. And then we're going to see how much of that money was in small contributions. She raised 0.63% in small contribution. 0.63%. And then the last part here is just the calculation of the money per vote. So you can see here that she spent $13.90 per vote. Kevin spent 58 cents per vote. And the other two candidates only spent 13 and 10 cents per vote. So that's pretty much it. There might be an email for this person. Yeah, so we have Suzanne's email here. And we're going to pop that in. Suzanne. Okay, so that's the data entry is pretty much done. The last part where it gets a little bit, there's one other thing that we need to check on is if you're missing someone's email, you can usually get their email through here, the contact information. So we were missing one email. It was Kevin's email. So we would go to the 13th district assembly, 13 assembly, assembly 13, assembly 13. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's go down to U.S. Senator, U.S. Senator December, Senate. Okay, so here are the assembly districts, and we want the 13th. Here. So K. Jeffrey, Jafar, and no, Kevin. I think it was Kevin. I remembered it for. Yeah, Kevin. So it doesn't look like they have an email. Oh wait, that's Jacob. So yeah, there's only a phone number. So we'll note down the phone number just because there's no email. And we'll put that here. Oh wait, no, we have a spot for phone. Okay. So your phone goes here. Okay, so the last thing that we're doing here is we're tabulating who got the most votes per money. Yeah. So basically, these two people did the least amount, and this person got the most votes, so most likely this person won. So we would go ahead, here I'll show you, I think I have it here, let me see if I have it. Huh. All right, well, I'll just write it down again. It's not a big deal. So if so the ranking and the money winners is number one is small contribution candidates is the most important, and then you have percentage vote and total money. So basically, there's the three levels are one is established winner would be green. Two is a probable winner would be yellow. And question mark don't know who the winner is would going to be red. So I mean, just to simplify it in this particular situation,
Yes.
because we don't know how much money they spent and where the money came from, we don't know the percentage of small contribution, which is the most important component. We're just going to make these red because we don't know who the winner is. But most likely it's one of these two people, but we're just not sure. So we can put an X here that one of those two people probably won. Okay, then that's it for the 13th district. Are you guys? Did you guys have any questions?
I
Do you understand
your,
why this part's not that important because I can help you guys with it? But basically, you know, they spent the least amount of money, so they have the most highest probability of getting the most votes with the least amount of money.
Yes.
So the less votes you spend is the most important. And so the ranking is the first ranking is how small the contributions are, and the amount of money per vote. And then lastly is the total money. So those are the three things. And our goal is to either create an established winner, which we mark in green, a probable winner, or if we don't know who the winner is, we mark it in red. So that's the goal. If you're not sure, don't worry about it. Just get all the data in there, and then I can finalize it. But you can see this person had as low as 10%, 10 cents per vote. This person as low as 13 cents per vote, so that would make them closer to the winner. So do you have any questions?
Hi Jay, I am Abdul. I understand your training session and I have no question because I understand this.
Great. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, you're welcome to get started on the 14th district, which is the next district section. So let's see here. And I'm going to summarize everything here again and just go through it all really quick so that you guys can see how it all works again. And then we will be making progress, which is very good. Oh, there's one other component I forgot to mention. Let me go back. So the last part is the write-in candidates. Why do I not see it here? Very, very frustrating. All right, well, anyways, it's pretty easy to find. Just go to the California state. And I click on elections, election results, 7th primary, and we are, well, no, actually we don't want results. We're doing candidates. So voter information, June 7th. Okay, candidate information, list of certified candidates, certified list of voter nominated candidates, updated list, updated president, voter nominated write-in candidates, presidential write-in, voter nominated write-in candidates. I think it's this one here. Okay, so this is the certified list of write-in candidates. In State Assembly, District 13 did not have a write-in candidate because it goes District 7 and District 19. So let me add this to our list here. So we do candidates. Cool. And technically speaking, we don't have the final vote count because they're not done counting the elections yet. So we'll get those in July. So it usually takes until July when they actually give us the final vote count. And that would actually end up being yeah, but it doesn't have the final vote. Cool. All right, so I'm just going to do one last overview of all of this, show you how it all works, and then we will be good to go to just help walk through it so you can do it on your own. Do it yourself while we're doing our work session. So again, step 1 is the basic vote count data, which you get here. Step 2, make sure you have any write-in candidates. Step 3, the money, adding the money in from the voter's edge. And if there's contact information missing, you can add that in. General statistics and location is just not applicable. You don't need this. From there, your goal is to find an established winner. If you're able to do that. If not, you don't really need to worry about it. You can just ask help from me. Okay, so let's go through the whole thing again. Vote count. You would go you would click on here. All right, first let me make sure you guys have this link, right? This is the link to the instructions. Oh, it's the tutorial, yes. This is the link to. Here are the goals. So just to make sure that you guys have the link to the tutorial information there. But the key is that you need to be able to get on these documents. So tell me when you get on the documents right now so that you guys are on it. But then once you're on the documents, you just click on these links. So for example, right here, you click on here. And then you have the election results. So for example, the next one is District 14. You do Tim. He got 31,000 votes. And he's an official candidate because he's not an incumbent, and he's a Democrat, DEM Democrat. All right, so then the next part would be the write-in candidates to make sure you didn't miss any write-in candidates. But we know we don't have any write-in candidates for the 14th. Then you would get to the money data. So you would write in, you would search California Assembly District 14 here. And here are the candidates. You would come down under who funds this candidate. Click on that. Contributions to the candidate. Total money raised, $1,000. How big are the contributions? 0% small contributions. Candidate contact information, there's no email. Don't worry about it. Again, here you go. Alan. Who funds the candidate? How much money she got? She raised $32,000. How big were the contributions? 6.77% small contributions, which is actually pretty good. Although we're going for over 50% small contributions. So that's how you do that. Once you find the information, you're going to here. You put the district, the name, what type of candidate they are, what party they're from, how many votes they got, how much money they raised. This is just the total money, which is just you're just copying and pasting the equation. The percentage of small money contributions, and then the vote money per vote, again, is just an equation. And then you want to try to determine who won, add in their email and contact information, and that's it. So it's pretty simple. You just have to do it for each candidate, so you can track how many candidates that you do and how many elections that you do.
Yeah.
So how do you guys have any last questions before you give it a try?
Hi Jay.
Yeah?
I am Abdul. I understand, totally understand your training session, and I am pretty confident that I easily complete your task.
Well, we'll jump in. You know, we're in our work session, so you know the goal is to just complete as much as we possibly can as fast as possible and get it done. There are
Yes.
80 elections, so there's a lot to do. Our next session will be on Friday.
Yes.
Yes. So Abdul, you can do the 14th district, 1-4, and you can do that one now. And Mohammed, you can do the 15th, and I'll do the 16th. So I still don't see you guys on the Excel sheet. I think might have seen one of you guys on the tutorial. Let's see here. No, I don't see any. Oh no, there's one person on the tutorial, so that's good. So once you're on the tutorial, you can click onto the Excel sheet right here. I mean, to the spreadsheet. I still don't see you on here. So do you guys know what you're doing, or how's it going?
Yes.
How many hours we do everything by session. So we do the work now. The more we get done, more work to do later. Session is Friday. And also next week at this same time. Yeah, I mean, if you guys eventually can learn this good enough to be able to teach people how to do it, then you can do some on your own as well. But right now, the goal is just to get as much done as we can. Right now, does everyone understand that, or? So for our work session here, we're going to start. Abdul, you can do District 14. I was getting this name wrong. Okay, so these are the district assignments for right now. So we're each going to do one election. Just see how it goes. Right now, I think I'm still the only person on the spreadsheet, and that's the most important thing, is that you make sure you're on the spreadsheet and you're able to enter the information. And then also you want to make sure you're on the tutorial, which again, there's nobody on the tutorial. So that when you're on a tutorial, this is where you get all the links. Oh, wait, it says there's one person on the tutorial. Excellent. So this is where you get all the links to get the data. So Abdul, which district are you doing?
14.
14. Perfect. And I can continue to talk you guys through this, as you need more questions answered. But again, the first step is just going to the actual votes. I'm doing District 16, so you guys will be doing different districts now, but just going to copy the names and the votes. Start plugging them into the spreadsheet. After I get the votes, I zip over here to the assembly district and get the money. So how's it going, Abdul? I'm seeing that you haven't done a single data entry. I just finished the 16th district, so I'm moving on to the 17th. Ooh, I see that Mohammed's getting started a little bit, which is good. Hey, Abdul, how's it going? Are you able to get onto the spreadsheet? Abdul, you there?
Yes, yes.
Were you able to
I
get onto
don't
the spreadsheet?
I don't get the spreadsheet, Excel sheet.
You're not able to get on the spreadsheet, or you need the link? Great. So I see that you got on as well now, Abdul, so that's good. So now you just need to get do you have the link to the tutorial? I'm going to move on to the 17th Assembly District now. There. All right, I finished the 17th district, so I'm going to move on to the 18th district. Let me guys know if you guys have any questions or need help with anything. So the money per vote should be, just kept the same. The percentages should go over here under the small percentage of small contributions. I'm guessing what that is.
Yeah.
So, Abdul and Mohammed, if you guys can listen up for a minute here. So it looks like one of the problems you guys are having is finding the link for the money. So, for example, these percentages here are not the percentage of small contributions, but instead it's the percentage of the actual vote count. And then here this is all blank, like you guys don't have any money listed. So I put together a thing down here on the bottom tab under elections. So these are the candidate results, and then you have the elections. I have the link for the voter's edge link for each individual district. So you guys can see the link here. So here's the district number, and then this has the link for the money. So you click on it. This will be the 14th district, and it has, you go here, who supports the candidate, who funds the candidate, contributions, and how big the contributions are. Does that answer your question? You just come over here on this tab here and click on elections, and then we'll put the information on there for it. So here on the candidate results, you have it, all the information here. You just go down to the bottom here, and you have the link at the bottom for the elections, and then I put the link to each election results here. That makes sense? And I can send this to you as well. It's very easy to find if you just go to wow. So just go to the internal money, you just click on Voter's Edge, and then right here you just search for it. It would just be California Assembly District. You get it like that. Cool. So I'm gonna take a little break and see how much longer we can go, but you know, I don't know how much more we're gonna get done tonight, but we have Friday as well. But as you can see, there's a lot of details here, and we have, you know, we're trying to figure out the winners of all these elections. So it's really important to do it all correctly. So that's why we do it as a team. So let's just see if we can get these elections done, and then we'll go from there for future elections. But I will be right back. So there's still no money data here. So let's just go ahead and get these finished. I can help you out with them, and then we're going to call it a night. We can do more on Friday. Notes. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty much done here. Oh, why is that the same? It's very interesting. Oh no, because they're different. All right, great job. So, we got another, I don't know, 12, 13, 14, 15, another 5 done, which is good. Um, so, I think we're pretty much good to go. So the next session is Friday at 4 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. Asia time. Abdul, are you still there? I think I lost you. All right, so I think we're gonna close up here, but really great job, and we will do more soon. So the next one would be the 19th session. This one also has a write-in candidate. See you guys all later.